तुम्हाला दिसतोय का आता हा?
हो दिसतंय मॅम.
So what was asked was compute the Fourier transform and sketch magnitude and phase of the signal given, which is causal, and 3 samples have been given. Definition is x of n 1 by 3 for n values from 0 to 2. तर त्याचं आपण ड्रॉइंग जर केलं तर त्याचं असं दिसेल, x of n and all these samples. I think there is a delay here. It's not getting. थर्ड कॅमेरा थोडासा डिले आहे, स्पीडचा प्रॉब्लेम दिसतोय. Okay, so you are having the values for 1 by 3 here as well as here. Okay. Now we have solved this x of e raised to j omega, right? We have solved e raised to j omega with the formula n equal to minus infinity to infinity x of n e raised to minus j omega n, and we had samples from 0 to 2. I'm rewinding whatever we had done till this day. X of n e raised to minus j omega n. Okay. Then from 0 to 2 only we are having the samples, is it not? So we don't worry about minus infinity to infinity samples. Then x of 0, you insert the values of omega as 0, sorry, I'm very sorry, omega n values, okay? At n equal to 0, x0 e raised to, n0 is e raised to minus j omega into 0 will be 0. X of 1 e raised to minus j omega. X of 2 e raised to minus j2 omega. Then the other values are all zeros because we don't have the third sample here. Right? Now you will try to have 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 e raised to minus j omega plus 1 by 3 e raised to minus j2 omega. Right? Now you had that trigonometric identities are there where e raised to j theta can be written as cos theta plus j sin theta. Right? Again, e raised to minus j theta also can be written as this. All these things we had seen in the last class. Okay. So finally, there was a question like how whether we are getting this formula or whether it is a direct formula. So we want to see that it has been derived. So it has been derived. So we have to see that this has to be brought in a simplified form like 1 by 3 plus cos omega plus cos 2 omega minus j by 3 sin omega plus sin 2 omega. We try to find the real on one side, imaginary on the other side. So we also went into the solution of this. Okay, we tried to solve some values. I'm just turning the pages. Okay, I think if these values are there with you. Okay, these values are there with you. Okay, x of e raised to j omega, we have taken the equation from the last part, 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 cos omega plus cos 2 omega minus j by 3 sin omega plus sin 2 omega. And we are trying to have in this column the magnitude and angle in the next column. Okay. So when omega is 0, when omega is 0, I had 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3. Cos omega was 1. Cos 2 omega is also 1 because cos omega is 0, cos 0, and plus cos 0 means 1 plus 1. And the sign of any 0 angle is always 0. So you have 1 plus 3 plus 2 by 3, this is equal to 1. Then we obtained 1 and the angle as 0, right? Then we took in steps of pi by 8, omega taken as in steps of pi by 8. What we did is, we took the value of omega as pi by 8, then we introduced the values and we tried to obtain these values. This also was obtained by us, is it not? Then I think it was, I have tabulated the values. Now you know how to convert the rate degrees into, yeah, in the radians. So we have seen even that. Then the next angle was 2 pi by 8. We obtained the magnitude as 0.80, 0.25. Now similarly, going to the all the values, we have taken all the values. Okay, we had obtained some values. Uh, Here we have had shown you one example of omega is equal to 3 pi by 8. If you remember, you can see that also. You can see this. Okay, so you have this 3 pi by 8 calculation, cos omega plus cos 2 omega means 2 by 8 is 4. Okay, so 3 pi by 4 it will be. Similarly, sine 3 pi by 4, 3 pi by 8 and sine 3 pi by 4. So insert the values, find the complex term, go for the r theta. Okay, now if you have forgotten, I don't think I have even, I will just have one revision. If you remember, so what is this? I have the angle as 0.22 minus j 0.5, right? So I will type here, I will make you see the screen here. Okay, so I should have the mode first. The mode is 2. Then I will type 0.22. It is minus 0.54. Shift. And I should go for the ENG button to get that I. Again shift. And then go for this plus r theta. You get the answer. Okay, 0.58. And again you go for the angle. It is minus 67. Am I getting the same one? Just check. Yes. You can see it as 0.58 and minus 7.4. Is it now? So if I again go for the shift and answer, you can get it. Again shift and you get the same value. Right? So you have the shift and 0.5. So I am going to have the values of the degrees to the radians, which helps us for getting the uh, drawing of the plot of the spectrum easy. So this becomes a step. So we will see how to convert that. We took 67 was the answer, 67.94 divided by 180. You get it as into pi. So the answer is minus 0.677 pi. We don't calculate for pi, keep it as pi as a multiple. Okay. So this was what for one value we have revised. Similarly obtained for 4 pi by 8. Okay, it was for 4 pi by 8. This is for 4 pi by 8. This is for 5 pi by 8. Okay. Then we obtain for 6 pi by 8. Okay. Then let us see if we can go for the 7 pi by 8. We obtain for 7 pi by 8 as well. So you just see that we get some values we have calculated here. Then 8 pi by 8. 8 pi by 8 is very simplified, like you have 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3 cos of pi. 8 by 8 is almost cancelled. Cos pi, cos of 0.25 minus j by 3 sin pi, sin plus 2 pi. Sine of any angle of pi is going to be 0. And this is going to be minus 1 plus 0, this thing is 0. So this term is going to be 0. Only term left is 0.33. Okay. Similarly for 9 pi 8, we got the answer. Now we are going to tabulate these values here. We are having the values. Okay. So if you are not having in the table form, you can put them in the table form like this. Was 0, it was 1 and 0, pi by 8 radian. Then this is the angle. 2 pi by 8, it was 0.805 minus 0.25 pi. Now we will see after getting these values. Now 4 pi by 8 is actually pi by 2. Is it not? Then you have 5 pi by 8. Likewise, 8 pi by 8 is 5. Is it not? Likewise. So you have so many values to do. We can go, but it's time consuming, so it is going to be 2 pi. So we are having from 0 to pi by 2, pi and 2 pi. Okay. So now we will see how to plot them. This is the aim. Actually, the aim is to plot the values. So I'll keep it here. I have plotted this for you with the same values. So you just open your chart. If you have the page, you can just copy these values so that it becomes easier when you are plotting. Please do this. Copy the values, please. Okay. I'm shifting this. Okay. Now I'll keep them side, guys. Now I have drawn two things, magnitude as well as the phase spectrum. First we will see the magnitude. Now at 0 degrees, see on the x-axis we are having all the pi's. This is omega. And this is the magnitude. Okay, the magnitude will be plotted here. The maximum value is 1 always, normalized. Then I have put the values as 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 and 1. Okay. Then we will see some values like pi by 2 I have taken. This is pi. Then 3 pi by 2, equidistance. Because we didn't go for all the values, we have to find out the continuation for the other values which we didn't find. So this is pi by 2, pi and 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. Now half of pi by 2 will be pi by 4. Okay. Half of pi by 4 will be pi by 8. In between this is 3 pi by 4, pi by 8. So likewise I am getting after pi by 2, 6 pi, 5 pi by 2, 6 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, and likewise. Okay, you can come to know. Fine. Now observe the omega 0, it is 1. The magnitude is 1. So where it should be? It should be here. This is the first location. Then pi by 8, it is 0.948. So this is my second location. It is how much? 0.948. So it is somewhere here. 0.2. Point above greater than 0.8 but less than 1. Then for pi by 4, 2 pi by 8 is pi by 4. It is 0.805. 0.805. Pi by 4. Where is my pi by 4? This location here. Okay, so it is 0.805, somewhere like this. This 3. If not. Then you have 4 pi by 8. That is pi by 2. Hmm? Did we write this? 3 pi by 4? We didn't go for this 3 pi by 8. This is 3. Pi by 4 is done. Then this one 3 pi by 8 value is 0.5. It is 0.5. This is 4. Then you have this 4 pi by 8. That is pi by 2. Fifth reading. This is the fifth reading. Then the sixth one. 5 pi by 8. The answer is 0.07. 0.07. So just see it is below this 0.1. Somewhere here. Sixth reading. Then you have the seventh one. 6 pi by 8. Okay. So here it is 7th. 0.13. Is it not? It is increased now. Then you have the 8th one. 7 pi by 8. It is 0.2. After that, this is the ninth one. It's going to be pi. Is it not? How much it is? 0.33. Then after that, you have so many values which are symmetric. Count with this 3 pi by 2 now. You see that it is going to be symmetric about the pi. Then we did not calculate all these things, is it not? So for 2 pi, I should get how much? To make it 2 pi, see this is 16 pi by 8. If it is 16 pi, see as it is we are moving from pi by 8 in steps of 1. 1 pi by 2, 2 pi by 8, sorry, 1 pi by 8, 2 pi by 8, 3 pi by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Likewise, it is 16 pi by 2, pi by 8 means it will be 2 pi. It will be 2 pi. So for that 2 pi, you've seen that it is going to be 1. For 2 pi reading, we saw that it is going to be 1. Did you see the reading of 2 pi? So it is going to be 1, calculation wise. So what you are seeing now, the aim is to understand the spectrum. The aim here was to understand that we have drawn the values on the spectrum in the steps of pi by 8. You can even take pi by 16, is it not? That means you would have been still further here. But this is not feasible, is it not? So what you do is, you draw a dotted line like this, continuous, making it continuity, and nothing will be different from pi, isn't it? It will be same. So we are having all the prominent points, and we have plotted the diagram. So what you see is, everything now will be, now after this 2 pi, there will be 3 pi, and again 4 pi. So what happens? It's going to repeat after this. That means it will come here and again go like this and repeat. So we need not find for another cycle. We are interested in the values from 0 to 2 pi. This is clear. So that is why when I say the DTFT is there, when I say DTFT, magnitude spectrum, when I say DTFT magnitude spectrum is continuous, then it is 1, it is 1, and it is and is repeating, and it is repeating after 2 pi values, 0 to 2 pi values. That means periodicity is 2 pi. Periodicity. Okay. That is why now when you see that spectrum is continuous, the spectrum is continuous, is it not? The spectrum here is continuous. So why did we not be happy with this DTFT output? Because it is very okay, you're getting a plot and everything, but see, it is continuous. Why it is continuous? Because it is what we obtained from the solution. We have seen this. This is the reason we have solved this example, where you see that DTFT is continuous and it repeats after every 2 pi cycle. Okay, so similarly, if you go for the the angle plots, the angle plot is also in this fashion. So I will not explain this. This is, we can plot it from the readings that we are having. These are the readings, is it not? So we can plot. Now what is these? If I plot these angles for different omega values, you can get the phasor spectrum. You can get the phasor spectrum. So this is the phasor spectrum. Now my point of interest here is my point of interest is the magnitude spectrum here. I want to convert this continuous signal because we know that we know that we know that we know that we cannot store continuous signals in digital processor. Right? You have to remember this. We cannot store continuous signals in digital processor. So what is the option? What is the option? We have to, the solution is sample the spectrum. Sample the spectrum. That means DTFT spectrum has to be sampled. has to be sampled. Okay, so we cannot store the continuous. These are the thumbnails we want to understand. So we could make the conclusion that DTFT is continuous when we had plotted the diagram for these values and we saw that it is periodic for 2 pi. Then it came to our conclusion that if you want to work in Fourier domain with the digital processor, it is not possible to carry on DTFT. So what you get is, you get a method called as DFT. How to obtain this DFT? How to obtain this? Sample DTFT to get DFT. This is clear. Okay, so keep this in mind. The process of DFT will be taken in the next class. Have you understood this?